Boops, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today I'm going to be doing my March favorites. Now, thankfully there's a lot of beauty favorites in this month because I was able to start experimenting with makeup. I went on a huge makeup spending spree. I'm actually gonna have a haul coming out for you guys so you can see everything that I bought because it's a lot. I feel like for me personally, when it comes to buying new makeup, I will maybe bulk buy a bunch of new makeup every like 2 or 3 years, and I don't know, I got my tonsils out in the beginning of March, and so for those 2 weeks I was just shopping. I was just looking up different makeup products. I've gotten really excited about like foundations and tinted moisturizers, so a few items that I got in the haul I'm actually going to be showing you guys today because I started using them for March and fell in love with them, but there's still so many more needing to be tried. So that video will be coming later on, just keep an eye out for that, but for now, let's go ahead and jump into what I've been loving throughout the entire month of March. My birthday was actually in March. I turned 23 on March 23rd, which is my golden birthday. Woohoo! So that was a lot of fun. So I was really excited to put on a full face of makeup again. I hadn't done that in a while, so I was really excited because I was going to be trying the new KVD Good Apple foundation balm. I was so excited to try this product, and so my birthday was actually the first day I tried it. So I technically have 2 shades, one is mine and one is my mom's, but my mom actually needs to go a shade darker. So the 2 shades that I have are 027 and 030. I love both of those shades. I personally think 030 is going to be like my summer shade, but right now I'm currently wearing on my face the color 027, and this is so beautiful. I haven't not been this excited for a foundation since the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. If you guys have been part of my channel for a few years now, about every 6 months I will go looking for a new foundation because what I think happens is my skin just kind of gets used to it. So I kind of like to mix it up. So I'll use one foundation for 6 months and then another, and then maybe I'll go back to one for 6 more months. But I definitely like to jump around a little bit, and I think it kind of keeps it looking fresh on my face. And this foundation is my new favorite. It is so beautiful. I love how it looks so glowy without being oily, if that makes sense. It technically is a matte finish, but what I like about it is I don't think it's matte. And that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. I just think it looks fresh on my face, and I can wear it for a long period of time and have it still look really nice. So if you guys have been wanting to try this TikTok viral tested foundation, then I highly recommend it. My next favorite is the Fenty Beauty Primer. Now, I technically got this primer, I think it was like back in October. Fenty Beauty was doing like that mystery box for face, mystery box for lips. So I decided to try the mystery box for face because you got like some full-size products in it, all for about like $40. So I got this in that mystery box, and I just started using it in March, and I fell in love with it. And I'm actually still using it right now. This is under my foundation at the moment. So these two together is just absolutely gorgeous. And it's so smooth, it doesn't break me out. I feel like a main contender in a lot of products now is like, does it break you out? Because so many things can be formulated with chemicals that like if it doesn't break me out, I'm like, this is amazing. So this one is really, really nice. It goes on so smoothly, and it just makes my foundation look beautiful throughout the whole day. Speaking of making my foundation look beautiful throughout the whole day, I have been on the hunt not only for foundation and tinted moisturizers, but for setting sprays. I literally, in this makeup haul that I'm going to show you guys, bought like 3 different setting sprays, and I'm going to be sharing with you 2 of them because I haven't tried the other one yet. But I have been really looking for a good setting spray because I would genuinely say a lot of setting sprays that I've tried haven't really done anything. The only one that I think actually helped at all would be maybe my NYX one back in the day, but I wouldn't say that really helps me anymore now, or my Morphe setting spray. That did help for quite some time, but now I feel like there just needs to be something better because those don't help as well as they used to. You know, your skin changes and your preferences change, so I was on the hunt for something, and I really wanted a dewy setting spray because I don't want to look oily, but I want to look fresh-faced and just like super, you know, just super glowy. That's kind of the look I've been wanting to go for recently, is I don't want matte. I want to like look glowy and look, you know, healthy skin and just look like your skin but better. So I asked the employees at Ulta what their favorite setting sprays were on the drugstore end and prestige, because I wanted both options, and they said that they really recommend the e.l.f. one, and this is brand new. This is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, and I really, really, really like this. This is technically, I think, a matte finish, so what I wanted to do is this helps lock in my look, and then I have the Tula Signature Glow Refreshing and Brightening Face Mist to kind of help bring in the dewiness a little bit. This definitely has a little bit more of like an opalescent cast to it, which kind of helps give the illusion of dewiness, and it's super hydrating. So I like to spray the e.l.f. one on my face first, and then go over my face with the Tula face mist. I feel like the pair of them together is absolutely perfect, and honestly everything I've been looking for. So I feel like they balance each other out really, really well. So if you guys are looking for a face mist, I definitely recommend both of these. They're just so good, and they smell really nice too. My next favorite is actually by a brand that, the only brand that I get PR from, and it is Pixi Beauty. So I have been loving the Pixi Glow Tonic. I actually have like, I think 3 this size, 2 that came from Pixi, and then 1 that I picked up at Walgreens because one day, I don't know what it was, I was having a really bad cystic acne breakout, and I'm gonna get more into that a little bit later, but I needed something to clean my face with. It was so random. I don't know what caused it. I don't think anything in particular, except maybe just touching my face and like having, you know, not the cleanest hands or something, because it was just on my chin randomly, and I've never had anything like that before, and then it was fine. But I have these glow tonics, just so many of them, and I love them so much, and they are so amazing. This is my favorite toner ever. I really like the La Roche-Posay. I never know if I'm saying that right. But I really like their toner, and I featured that in my winter favorites. But if you want a little bit more of an affordable option, because I think that this one is cheaper, unless I'm just crazy and this one could be more expensive. But I love the Pixi Glow Tonic. I know everyone was talking about this back in the day, and I just never got on the bandwagon. I never got into it, but I'm so happy that I did now, because this really helps clean my face. And what I like is it helps exfoliate my face as well. I will have so much dry skin, and so to find a toner that is able to exfoliate my face without being too drying was just a blessing. So I really like the Glow Tonic toner, and I need to get a bigger one, but honestly I'm gonna use up my minis before I buy a big one, just because we're gonna save some money. I definitely recommend the Differin brand. It is so fantastic, and honestly this is my favorite acne spot treatment now. So if I see anything coming in, I'll just zap it with this bad boy. It's fantastic. And my last makeup favorite before we move on to lifestyle and entertainment is this Physicians Formula Skin Booster Vitamin Shot Serum. I was really wanting to try a Physicians Formula serum, and I saw this one at H-E-B, and I was like, you know what, that's the one. I saw like a hydrating one and another one, I think, and I saw this, and it was a, you know, skin booster vitamin shot, and I'm like, sounds good. I like the sound of that. I just feel like what I'm taking orally and what I'm doing in my skincare routine is really working for me at the moment, so I'm really happy about that, and this is one of them. So I'm just really happy with how my skin has been working, and I feel like it's really healthy at the moment, so it just makes me really happy. So like I said, I got my tonsils out on March 2nd and had a lot of time, 2 weeks worth of time of just laying in bed and recovering, and you know, it was definitely an adventure. I'm so happy I got them out, but it definitely had its moments where it was not fun. But I got to catch up on some fantastic TV shows, one of which was Bridgerton, and I know so many people have been talking about it, but I was so happy that I finally had the time to sit down and binge watch TV shows, which never happens, mind you. It takes a lot for me to find TV shows that are binge worthy. Like ones that have multiple seasons are very hard to binge watch, I feel, but here I am, I got to binge watch 3 TV shows, and it was absolutely fantastic. And the first one was Bridgerton, and people have been talking about it since like January, and I fell in love with it. Being someone who is obsessed with like fantasy, romance, young adult novels, I was so excited to watch this, and it was so sweet and definitely exceeded my expectations, and I really, really loved it. I'm excited for the next few seasons. I heard that they're coming out with 4. Like, there's the go-ahead for seasons 2, 3, and 4 now, so I'm super excited about that. And also, I do plan on having some Bridgerton-inspired makeup tutorials coming up within the next month. I've already ordered the stuff, so I'm really excited to film them. I think I have 2 in mind that I want to do, so I'm really excited, so stay tuned for that. My next favorite is Wandavision. I was so excited to watch Wandavision, and honestly, this was like in the very beginning of when I was recovering, and I was like still eating applesauce and drinkable yogurt. And my sister would just come into the room with me, and we watched all of Wandavision in one night, because I didn't watch it week by week. I watched all of them the night that the last episode premiered. So the last episode premiered at like 3 a.m. my time, and I watched all of them that day, and then my sister and I watched the last one, the finale, at 3 a.m. And so it was so good. I absolutely loved it. I'd like to do some makeup tutorials from that as well, but maybe in the future. I'll keep an eye on it for sure. And my last favorite is kind of technically a reality TV show, I guess. It is Marriage or Mortgage, and it is basically a combination of Say Yes to the Dress and Love It or List It, basically, because it talks about everything when it comes to wedding planning and buying a house. And basically the concept I thought was really interesting because they're trying to decide if it's more worth it to invest your money into a wedding or into a house, a down payment on a house. So like someone will come in, a lot of them would have like $25,000 and they're deciding, do I want to give that to my wedding and buy, you know, all of the stuff I need for my wedding, or have that for the down payment of a house? And it is literally like the best of both worlds. It is so entertaining. The host's commentary is so fun to watch, and honestly I loved all of the contestants, and it was just really, really entertaining. So if you guys like those kinds of shows, I'm very particular on like the types that I like, and this show was just amazing because I feel like it takes all of it into 30 minutes. And it's definitely more digestible than like, you know, having to choose one or the other. You just get it all. It's absolutely fantastic and I love it and can't recommend it enough. I know it's on Netflix. And those are my March favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Also, if you haven't already, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It is a great way to get some behind the scenes access and sneak peeks to upcoming makeup tutorials before anybody else. And also I give you guys some tips and tricks behind the scenes as well. It really helps me be able to do this for my YouTube channel because everything costs money, and I'm also working other jobs as well, so I'm only able to do this in my free time, but it is my dream to be able to do YouTube full time, so any little bit helps. But if not, I just appreciate that you're here and watching my videos, so thank you so much for that. And with all of that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye!